What is going on, guys? Jason Burke here, Styles Clash for life, coming at you on YouTube, and tonight I've got some football focus. Super Bowl 51 just ended, and I had to bring you guys one final review this season. I didn't plan on reviewing this game, but what did we just see? This was insane. I'm wearing my Falcons jersey. I'm, of course, a Steelers fan, but I hate the Patriots. As you all know, based on my Steelers and Patriots review, which you can go back on my channel and watch. But that Steelers and Patriots review from 2 weeks ago has almost 500 views. It's gotten a lot of feedback, a lot of shares. And so I figured I might as well bring you guys the Falcons versus Patriots review that just happened about 5 minutes ago. The game just ended in overtime. First ever overtime Super Bowl in NFL history. Super Bowl 51 was one for the record books in so many ways. My goodness, this game was all but over for most of it until that fourth quarter. Tom Brady did what Tom Brady does. You guys heard me take a few shots at the Patriots against the Steelers, and whatever. If you're a fan of the Patriots, you don't like that. If you're a Steeler fan, you do like it. Whatever. Obviously, I was rooting against the Patriots tonight, as you guys can see, with the Falcon jersey. But man, I have nothing but good things to say about this game, about the Patriots' efforts. Man, this was a fun game back and forth. I just wanted to bring you guys a real quick update on what happened. Final score of this game: Patriots win in overtime, 34-28. In the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history. So essentially the way this game went, football fans, if you guys haven't seen it, I don't know where you were or what you were doing, but for the ones of you that haven't seen it, or the ones of you that turned this game off in the third quarter thinking it was over, you missed out on a special comeback. Lady Gaga was awesome, commercials were good, but the game just had everything in that fourth quarter. The Falcons had this game won early on. They were up at one point 21-0. They were up at one point 28-3. The Falcons in the first half had a 25-point lead. The largest comeback in Super Bowl history before tonight was a 10-point comeback done by several teams, including the Patriots in the past. 10 points was the largest deficit overcome in history, and tonight it was 25. The Falcons went into this thing at 28-3. Even when the Patriots did come out in the third, or was it late in the second? Late in the second or the third, came out and scored a touchdown, but Gostkowski missed the extra point. Seemed like everything just wasn't going their way. First quarter was 0-0, it was even. Both teams had a couple of nice first down drives, but stalled out before any points. Then the Falcons got out with a touchdown early on from Freeman, I believe. Then Matt Ryan to Austin Hooper. Then Brady came back after some third down penalties on the Falcons. Patriots started to finally get a drive going. Intercepted by Alford, returned for a touchdown, like 80 yards. All of a sudden, it was 21-0 Atlanta. There was no chance for the Patriots to come back, but yet they did. The key to beating Tom Brady, I've always said, and it held true today in the first couple of quarters, was covering the receivers long enough and pressuring Brady. If you get in the backfield and get pressure from your front seven, get off the edge fast and stuff the middle. If you hit Brady, push him back, sack him, get in his face, don't give him time, don't give his line time to get guys open. That's how you beat the Patriots. And that's what happened for the Atlanta defense. This was the tale of two games. Atlanta's offense, we knew how good it was. Matt Ryan played a very good game. He came out just like he had all playoffs long, playing on fire. Devontae Freeman started off on fire. Julio Jones started off on fire. The offense stepped up, wasn't swallowed by the moment, played well in a big game, came out on fire, and did what they've been doing all season long, and especially all postseason. Just great to watch. But this big surprise of the first half and most of the game was Atlanta getting pressure on Tom Brady. Grady Jarrett and company getting in the backfield, sacking Brady 4 or 5 times, keeping the receivers short, keeping those guys from getting open downfield, good physical coverage, and did everything you've got to do to beat the Patriots. But they didn't hold them off. The Patriots always keep coming and coming, going forward on fourth downs, converting on third downs, taking deep shots, trying to get penalties. The Patriots never let up, and the Falcons got in that soft defense in the late third quarter, and all of a sudden the fourth quarter was a 19-point. The disparity in the fourth quarter was Patriots 19, Falcons 0. Through 3 quarters again, the Patriots had no answer for Julio. Taylor Gabriel had a nice game. And everything seemed like even when the Patriots came down and scored in the third, or was it either late second or the early third, they came down and scored. But the Falcons kept answering with long first downs, with nice catches out of Julio, with runs from Freeman and Coleman. They kept answering, keeping Tom Brady off the field, but they just didn't put any points up when they had to in those third and fourth quarter drives. And all of a sudden, Tom Brady came out, fourth quarter, 19 consecutive points to tie the game up. Incredible comeback. Once again, highest comeback in history from 25 down. The Patriots scored 31 unanswered points to end this game. They never led in the game until the end. The Patriots were down this entire game, trailed the entire way, and came back to win. Only led when they got the game-winning touchdown with 31 unanswered points. Stats here. Tom Brady sets the record. Obviously, his 5th Super Bowl win, which is a record as well. Yes, and also a record is Tom Brady's passing yards in this. Quietly, it seemed like didn't seem like he did much in the first half. Sort of got some garbage time, so to speak, when the game seemed like it was going to be out of reach, but it wasn't because the Patriots found a way to kept getting stops and kept getting pressure on Ryan at the end, and Brady wouldn't let up. Tom Brady's stats: 43 of 62 in this game, 466 yards, which is a Super Bowl record. 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. I'm not watching the post game right now because I'm not a Patriots fan, but I imagine Brady get the MVP as well. If he didn't, somebody else played very well in this game. Also, James White, Patriots running back. What a game for him. 6 carries for 29 yards and 2 touchdowns. Now, 29 yards doesn't sound like much, but 2 touchdowns, including the game-tying touchdown, or the game-winning touchdown. The Super Bowl winning touchdown for James White. 6 for 29 and 2 touchdowns, plus through the air, 14 catches, 110 yards, and a receiving touchdown. So overall, he winds up with 139 overall yards and 3 touchdowns in this game. So if Brady wasn't the MVP, James White is. Lots of good receivers here. Julian Edelman, 5 catches for 87 yards, including a miraculous 3 triple coverage catch he made through a crowd that bounced off a guy's knee, hovered in the air, and he made a catch in the 4th quarter to make a huge conversion. One of the best catches in Super Bowl history. Edelman had a nice game. 5 catches for 87 yards. Danny Amendola, 8 catches for 78 yards and a touchdown. Big game for him as well. The rookie Mitchell played very, very well in this game. He was the best option for them in the second half. He did plenty of out routes and drags and was just very, very active in the second half. 6 catches for 70 yards. Also, Trey Flowers for the Patriots. Big day on defense. He was a big part of the comeback when the Patriots finally started getting Matt Ryan and company to have to punt, finally getting in the backfield. He had 2.5 sacks and played a major role in the Patriots' comeback. The defense finally got their footing, and Tom Brady just kept pushing the gas. So 2.5 sacks for him. For the Falcons, lots of guys worth talking about. Matt Ryan played a good game here. He just didn't get any points when it came down to it. He had that big. The Patriots came down. We're down 16. They got a touchdown and a 2. Matt Ryan threw this crazy pass to Julio Jones that was caught. I'll get to that in a second. And it seemed like they were gonna come down and get points. Then they got penalized. Then they got sacked and pushed out of field goal range. And then after Tom Brady scored another touchdown and 2, Ryan couldn't get down the field for anything to tie. So when it really counted in the 4th quarter, Ryan didn't show up really. He didn't really match the rest of his gameplay for the rest of the playoffs and the rest of his game today. But he did finish 17 of 23 for 284 yards and 2 touchdowns. Very good performance. Excellent playoffs. He had 9 touchdowns and no picks in the entire playoffs. MVP, deserving so. But he didn't come up in the 2 or 3 biggest drives of the game for Atlanta. Devontae Freeman, big game. 11 carries, 75 yards, and a touchdown. Julio Jones, 4 catches for 87 yards, including this ridiculous... It was like 25 yards downfield. Ryan threw it up, and it should have been intercepted, actually. And somehow it got through the guy's hands to Julio Jones, who made this extended sideline catch where he tapped one foot and then drug the other. And it was, again, one of the best catches in Super Bowl history. There were 2 of those in this game on back-to-back series. Julio Jones, big game. One of the best, if not the best receiver in the entire NFL. Played great. Also, Taylor Gabriel, I think, had 70 yards on 4 or 5 catches. He played well also. Alford again on the 3rd drive. What seemed like this was going to be the Atlanta Steeler when it was 21-0. Brady's driving down. Alford gets the 80-yard interception for the touchdown. 21-0. All the air's out of New England's tires, and it seems like it's going to be over. But Amendola, Edelman, Brady, White, LeGarrette Blount keep coming every time and will not let up. Grady Jarrett was a big part of the early success. He was in the backfield all night long. He had 3 sacks on Tom Brady in this game. It's got to be close to a Super Bowl record for sacks. 3 sacks, plus at least 4 or 5 more pressures that forced Brady to get the ball out too early. So he had probably 6 or 7 hits on Brady in this game. He played excellent for Atlanta's defense, but nobody else was getting pressure. And once Grady got tired and couldn't get sacks on Brady, then all of a sudden the Patriots made that feverish comeback. 19 points in the 4th. Came back from 25 down, 31 answered, and drove down the field with ease at the end of this game. Amendola and Edelman catching big clutch catches in this. Atlanta's defense was tired. Once the fourth quarter hit, they could do nothing to stop Brady and the greatness that is the legend of Tom Brady, who now has 5 titles, which is a record. Belichick's got a record as well. Those two are probably the best coach-quarterback pairing in history. Brady is one of the top 3, if not the number 1 quarterback in history now, especially cemented with this win. He is now 5-2 in Super Bowls now. He's been to 7 and he's won 5 of them. That is an undisputable stat. And again, I've got nothing but respect for that comeback. I don't like the Patriots. I don't like some of their previous shenanigans, but you know what? This was all about going back and forth, playing a football game, playing it clean. And this was a fun game to watch. Although I didn't want to see them win, the Patriots earned my respect tonight for sure in this scenario. So the Patriots win in the biggest comeback in history. Brady's record, Belichick's record, 34-28. What did you guys think of this game? Did you think it was over? Tell me in the comments below. Is this the best Super Bowl of all time you've ever seen? Are you proud of this result? Did you want to see the Falcons win? Who did you think shined? Who was the MVP? What did you think of Gaga's performance at halftime? How awesome was she? And which commercial was your favorite? Tell me all these things in the Super Bowl review in the comments down below. So until then, guys, until next time, this has been Football Focus. Happy Super Bowl. Congrats to the Patriots. Condolences to the Falcons. I will see you guys soon.